Hey everybody, back again. Thursday, it's that time of the week. Put aside all your other stuff. Focus on this one thing, this one beautiful thing that we all enjoy, flamenco. Baile flamenco specifically, but it's all the same. It's all intertwined. Uh, just a couple of things. As you know, in the description, there's the website. If you want to contribute to this class, $7 is what we ask. Obviously, that's not compulsory. That's just if you enjoy the class and you want to support, help us cover the cost of this studio rental, and also to give gifts to Arizona arts organizations. I haven't decided which one we're going to do this week. I might do the National Institute of Flamenco in Albuquerque, even though it's not an Arizona organization, because many of us, including obviously myself and my wife, but many of our students, we all benefit from the program that was developed there in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So we want to give back when we can, and that's a very good organization that we'd hate to see fall by the wayside. So if you want to help us give to them, that would be probably the direction we're going to go for this week's class and the contributions. All my social media stuff is in the description of this video. And I guess that's about it, really. Just thank you for being here. Today, let's start off with some warm-up, and then we're going to get into some semi-new material. A little bit of marcaje por sola popularia or alegría, just to mix it up a little bit, give you something fun to do, all right? So to start, let's go ahead and stretch. Feet together at first. This is your moment to notice what's happening in your body. It's kind of like a diagnostic. Just think about your feet, your ankles, your legs, your knees, your hip joints, your spine, shoulder joints, your neck. All of those things. Just think about what it feels like to have all of those things relaxed and present in this moment. Not to get too hippy-dippy on you, but it is a good practice to just get your mind in the right place before you start jumping into all this intense physical stuff. So stand nice and tall, nice and long through the spine, as you can see. And breathe. Big breath in. Deflate. Inflate. All the while lengthening your spine. Nice, long, relaxed, enjoyably lengthened spine. Okay, let's take the feet apart. Sit down, soften the knees, soften the hip joints. Sit into your weight a little bit. Let's give yourself a hug, chin to the chest. Curl out the spine. Hang out here a second. And then we're going to open up to the sky. Here. Open the chest, open the arms, open the throat. And then collapse. See if you can make it one nice organic movement. So from here, everything arrives together at the top. Then everything collapses. Always working from your center first, so watch. Before I move my arms in, center goes in. Suck in your belly button, and then everything follows. Like water going down a drain, right? And then from there, filling up. And then empty the drain. And fill up. And empty. Very good. Take one arm under the other, interlace the fingers, pull the elbows down. Make sure you still got your pelvis underneath you, so don't get into some funky postures. Just try to keep everything stacked. Your head is stacked on your shoulders, nice and long neck. Your shoulders stacked on top of your hips. So I'm not here, not letting my hips get out away from me, but I'm keeping everything nice and in alignment. Hips right over my, I feel like they're over the insides of my feet even when my heels are down. Switch. All the while maintaining the integrity of your posture. Soft knees, but lengthened. Soft hip joints, even though you're standing nice and long. And relax. Let's interlace the fingers here. Borrow this from Bikram yoga or whatever yoga system came before it. You can put your fingers together like this, interlace these fingers, put the index fingers together here. Sit down, and then sitting into your weight, lengthen the arms, biceps by the ears, open your ribs, and then switch. Lengthen, so don't let this happen. Use both arms to elongate as though they were extensions of your spine. So if my spine's curving this way, then my arms are an extension of my spine, continuing through the top of my head. Oh, oh my gosh. Woo, that's intense. Big arms. Big arm circles back behind you. Keep your hips underneath you, so don't get into this. It's easy to do. I found myself doing it all the time. I catch myself cheating on this video even, so this video is good for me too. And then back and over the top. Always breathing. Long posture, always breathing. See how far you can get back behind you? Even if you got to stop for a second. Really get the stretch. All right, shake it out. Feet slightly apart. We're going to go up with the elbows. So lead here. And down. Up. Down. Up. Up. Up, down. Now we're going to take a high fifth here, get those elbows back. I'm going to reach with my ribs here, higher on one side than the other. So my hips are pretty much in place. Now I'm really just stretching through this position here and then here. You can sit into the opposite hip a little bit because it'll help you get a bigger stretch. So right now I'm kind of sitting more into this hip as I reach, and then a little bit more into this hip as I reach. Remember that sit and spread terminology I was talking about? Reach, reach, and relax. Whew. Okay. We're going to do this inward rotation exercise. If you recall, inward rotation is if my arms are here in the shoulder joint, and using my shoulder blades to make it happen, they come down, they go in toward each other, and then my upper arm bone turns in the socket, so that I always have this strong posture. My elbows are not wilting because I'm using my back to allow my arms to inwardly rotate. So this would be outwardly rotating. That's inwardly rotating. Okay, so we're going to do this sequential exercise here. What we're going to do, first thing is just bring the arms up, so relaxed. Don't worry about inward rotation just yet. Okay, so we're here. From there, this will be like your diagnostic for your positioning. Put your shoulder blades, let them slide down your rib cage and in toward each other. So they should be going from here to there. Okay, so we're here, shoulder blades down and in. Then from there, elbows point up and back, or back and up. And then last thing, wrist turn out. And then let's reverse that. Keep everything in place except turn the hands. Now keep the shoulder blades engaged, but let the elbows rest, and then lower. I'm going to do it to the mirror so you get the two views. We're here, arms up, shoulder blades down and in, elbows back, trying to point up, hands come turn last, and reverse it. And finally release. So let's try a little bit more up to speed, not too fast, but we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Up and down. So we go 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake it out a second. We'll do it a couple more times. A lot of work in the back muscles. I'm sure all the muscles in your shoulder joint are getting stretched. The more you do this on a regular basis, the easier it'll be, like anything. But flexibility is one of those things that you always have to give attention to. It's just like, it should be second nature. Just like you would do stretching on a regular basis, if you want to be nice and flexible, you just want to have, want to be free of back problems and that kind of thing. It's a good practice to get into safely. The stretches that you're able to do on a regular basis, obviously. So here we are. Let's do it one more time. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's get into that final position, number 4, and we're going to slightly bring one arm higher than the other and corner. So I'll do it to the camera, then I'll do it away. So if we're here, you don't have to do each step now, just get there. So we're here. I'm going to lift this arm slightly higher, and I'm going to corner, bringing this arm in just a little bit and putting my focus somewhere in the range of my collarbone. So this is me looking straight on. This is me looking perfectly to the side, or as far to the side as I can get. What I'm talking about is this range in here. So it's called cornering, if you recall. So I'm in arm position, going to bring one arm up, one arm a little bit down, and corner. And then I'm going to bring it back up. This arm down, this arm up a little bit, and corner. Now, the reason we're doing it this way is because sometimes when you mark, you're going to reference your corners, but your arms are not going to move a whole lot in space. So you want to be able to dance maybe a little bit smaller, so it doesn't always have to be big arm movements, but you still have to reference your corners. You still have to make shape, okay? So that's what this is all about. Let's try it here. We're up. I'm going to get my left arm up a little higher than my right, and I'm going to corner over my right. And then back up. A little higher here, a little lower here. Corner over my left. Now let's go ahead and take some arm circles using that same concept. So I'm going to come here, around, and then back up. So that's hands out and then hands in. Corner, hands out, hands in. Corner, hands out, corner, hands in. Corner, hands out, stay cornered, hands in, and relax. Oh, that's smart. I'm pretty tight there. I don't know about you, but yeah, I should be doing that more often. I should take my own advice. Give it a break for a second, then we'll do it again. All right, let's go. This is a nice eighth position, if you recall. Corner, hands out, hands in. Corner, hands out, hands in. corner, out, in, corner, out, in, and relax. Good. Now we're going to do something that is really good for women in particular. You're going to come up tilting the body. So if you remember our sit and spread, right? I'm sitting into this hip and I'm opening the ribs here, or vice versa. We're going to do something similar. I'm going to sit here, sit into my weight a little bit, but I'm going to close the ribs here and open them here. So that when I do this, now I'm going to tilt it. And I'm going to do my little arm circle here. And then when I come to this side, I'm in the corner and I'm going to open the ribs here, close them here, so that I'm there. And I'm still breathing. I'm still holding on to my abdominal muscles, especially my lower abdominal muscles, down into the pelvic bowl, as they say. Tilt and up. Tilt and up. Let's try it to the front. Tilt and up. Open your chest to the sky. Keeping those arms in that wide position we were practicing. And relax. Oh. Okay. Let's do a little, today I'm going to do some footwork drills, but they're going to be finer detailed type footwork. So as opposed to just like planta tacón, we're going to work on like taps, like we were doing with látigos last week. So you can do your brushes. And we'll also just do heel brush toe. Some of these smaller, finer movements that you'll need to do those dense, fast footwork steps, okay? So I'll do this forward and then I'll face the mirror here in a second. One of the first things you want to be able to get good at is just to get a nice, strong flap. Now a flap can be digging my heel into the ground and dropping the front part of my foot flat, or in this context, I'm actually lifting the foot a little bit off the ground and I'm tapping my foot down. It's the same motion, but now I don't have the leverage of keeping my heel on the ground. Now I'm using the anterior tibialis, I believe, muscle here in the front. So a good exercise is just to go in thinking in 8 counts. So just to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left side and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to double that tempo. So instead of going 1, 2, we're going to 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, my left spazzed out on me a little bit. You might find you feel disconnected through one side or the other. My right Feels more connected than my left. But with practice, you'll develop connection, and you'll be able to actually control these a little bit better. If you start cramping up or something, just shake it out. And we'll get going again. Now we're going to use those same brushes, but we're going to do double taps. We did that last week, I believe. We're going to do it again. Try to make the second one louder if you want to go. Ba. Okay? We'll go a little bit slower. So we're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other side. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Left. Okay, now we're going to do 2 brushes in and a brush out. So remember the latigo, the brush out is tap out, and then tap as you bring the leg back in. Okay, so from the side I'm going. All right, let's give that a shot. 5, 6, 7, 8. In, out, in, out, in, out, in. Other side. Right side. Now let's do the same thing, but you're going to keep it tighter. All right? Practice that, especially once you feel like you got it a little bit. Pretty soon, they call it nerve taps. Essentially, you get the fast twitch muscles to start working for you. With practice, everybody can improve. Some people have it more naturally than others, but it doesn't matter. You can always get better than where you're at right now. Other nice finer movements we can work on. We're going to do a jab, a flap, a toe, and a golpe. So I'll do it first forward and then facing the mirror. You go jab, flap, toe, golpe. All on the same foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it to the mirror together. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, Now let's do double that time. Same tempo, but we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, pop, 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 pop. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try to condense it even more now. 1, 2, 3, 4, da 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 da, da 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 da, da da da. It's the same step, but I'm going. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Shake it out. Shake out the leg, especially the ankle. Tend to hold a lot of tension in the ankles after doing this kind of work because the front of the shin, the muscle here in the front, gets tensed up. So we want to shake it out, relax it. All right. Let's do some footwork with arms. So we've been doing a lot of, it's understood that if you're taking this class, you have some familiarity with doing arms as you're doing your footwork. That's essential. You can get away with doing a long escovilla just here, or just here, as long as you're cornering and making it interesting. But this is just a good practice to make sure your coordination between the upper and lower body is precise and looks good, okay? So there's a lot of different steps you can do. Right now we're going to do a little one por farruca. This is a step that Eva Encinas in Albuquerque, New Mexico gave us all the time, and I use it to this day. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll your heels. It's going to be toe heel and roll the heels. So you're going to go, right? So we're going to go. Taking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, then we'll add some variations, but let's just make that our base step for now. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's a basic step. If we want to make it a little more expressive, we can start adding all that stuff we put in to our warm-up, like opening the ribs as I come up. So as I'm doing my footwork here, and I'm going to take my focus up a little bit because I'm going here. Yeah, let's incorporate that looking forward. 5, 6, 7, 8. few more times. So see how you can take a simple little thing and make it more dynamic with the shaping and the intention and the focus. You want to try to make everything, all the concepts come together, okay? Let's add a little footwork variation on that now. So we're going to go, I'll do it forward, then I'll do it to the mirror very slow. We're going to go jab, toe, yeah? Counting that out, it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, jab, toe. 1 and 2, jab, toe. 1, 2, jab, toe. A little more difficult when you start moving the arms because you're going to have to hold your positions while your legs are coming up off the ground. So you're not just, you can't just sit back on your heels now. You have to really start using your weight shift and really holding onto your core to make sure you stay strong throughout. So an example would be here. Let's say I'm going, we'll do the same arm movement. We're going. For example, so let's try that very one. You're going to take the arm up for 2 jab toe, down for 2 jab toe. Then you're going to go to the other side. So we go 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we'll cut that in half, so now you're going to go up, down, up, down. Up, down. Right? That's harder. Got to get it up there, get it back down in position. All the while maintaining arms in line with the side of the body, and then coming down the center line. Yeah? Let's give it a shot. Starting on the right. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can throw in variations. We won't do it today, but you can do the same patterns. But now you can roll your heels with faster patterns. So right now we're doing duples, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You can also do triplets. 1 and 2. That's a triplet or a quadruplet. Yeah? Do that while you're doing your arms. I'll put that in a future class because it's a little more challenging, but something if you want to get ahead of schedule, give it a shot. Try doing those same arm patterns but with more dense heel work. Now let's get going on some marcaje side to side, but solo por bolería. Kind of like we did last week with bolería, but we're going to just stick to a basic one at first, in 12 going side to side, and then we'll add some nice little variations. go here. 6. Give yourself a little torque. Right here. Strong base arm. Push that base arm forward. Now let's go high. Right under your chin. Don't cover your face. Get that elbow high, but don't cover your face. Right here, grab. Now we're going to put this arm all the way up. As you go up, get that focus up a little bit here. Open up the front of the ribs. Exaggerate your openness to the front. Shake it out. Now we're going to mark in place. Just in the feet. I'm going to go 12, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let your hips go. So I go left, right, 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 left, right, left. Right foot. Left. Arms up. Make sure you coordinate right here. Or you can coordinate right here if you want opposition. Keep marking. So we're going to go here. Okay, good. Same thing, but we're going to go. And 7, 8. We're going to go. Boom, That's an 8. No, I'm sorry. It's and 7. And 7, 8, 9, 10. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 7, 8, 9, 10. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. How we doing so far? Let's do some more stuff. Side to side, we'll do some fun variations now, okay? So I'll do it forward first. We're gonna go here. Ba, 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 ba. Here we go. Ba, 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 ba. Let's do nice and sharp now. Shake it out. There's a lot of fun stuff we can do. Let's do, we'll do a little hold and then we'll come through at the end. So we'll go, ba, 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 ba. Let's set it up. Ba, 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 ba. Let's bring the arm down to the side. Bum, bum. Over here. Bum, bum, bum. So you're going bum, bum, bum. Let's do that one, but slower so we can really get the details. I'm doing it forward. I'll do it to the side in a second. I'm going. Ba, ba, ba. So I'm going ba, ba, through. Let's try it. We'll start left. Easier said than done. Ba, 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 ba. That's the idea. Let's do a nice little rhythmic one, okay? I'll do it with you. So we're going to go here. Ba, ba, ba. Warm it up. Ba, 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 ba. So I'm going to go here. Ba, ba, boom. Ba, 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 ba. Three, ba. So that fun little step goes, we go right, right, left. So I'm going ba, ba, bam, ba, y. Get that going. 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, right, left. From there. Let me see. Ba, ba, boom, ba, y. Oh yeah, so from there, go golpe, jab, toe, toe. Golpe, jab, toe, toe. Right? So in sequence, we're going 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Let's do that slowly. 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pa. Left, da, 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 e, da, 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 pa. We'll work out the arms, but let's get the step first. 2, 1, 2, 3, pa, 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 ping, around, pa, pa, boom, pa, e, da, 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 boom, e. Now, there's a lot of expressive possibility in this one marcaje. I can go smooth to finish it, or I can go pa, or I can go pa to finish it. For example, the smooth way first. Better take out my glasses. 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 1, 2, 3, y, pa, 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 y. So notice I took my time getting around to the 10. That's a smooth way of doing it. You can do it rougher if you want. Sharper. Pa, pa, boom, pa, boom, pa, pa, boom, pa. So you hold it. For example. Or if I don't want to do this one, I could just go 7 position, which is kind of easier. Pa, 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 pa. So let's try it with some compás now. Do the style you like. I'm going to wear my glasses and go smooth so I can actually see. 7, 8, here we go. We go. Pa. What do you think? It's one of my favorites. Alrighty, folks. I think that's plenty to work on. So we're going to leave it there for today. I know I said, and I lied, that I was going to put out my Tientos Escobilla last weekend. I just didn't get around to it, honestly. So this week, I'm going to get on putting that Tientos Escobilla together with Tientos Compás, so you can hear the melody and the melodic structure of Tientos Escobilla, and then you can contextualize the rhythm stuff that we did, put over it. If you have any questions, some of you have been asking questions on my channel, which I love. I will get back to you for sure. Any question you have about any material, please let me know. You guys have an excellent week. Thank you so much. God bless you one and all.